everybody, welcome back. And I'd like to say hi to our new subscriber. I don't know who they are, but if that's you, thank you for subscribing. We're up to 3 subscribers, so that's exciting. Anyway, I hope you're great. We are up to the normal shenanigans, which means I don't have my pen, so just give me 1 second. I know one day we are going to come to a Wip and Chat and I'm going to have my pen. It's gonna happen. Um, anyway, just the normal things. We're whipping. Still Lean on Me by Jody Bergesma. You would think I would know how to pronounce this. We've gone through this. But no, we have not figured that out. And using my diamond art pen, and my Forever Young tray, pink wax. Yeah, if you haven't been here before, this is Books and Diamonds. My name is Sonia. And we're just gonna chat. Some of my videos are an hour, some of my videos are a little bit less, just depending on kind of how chatty I feel, and I kind of do this until my boyfriend kind of texts me and be like, I'm on my way home. But anyways, welcome, and I hope the start of your new year. I think I did a video recently that was kind of about New Year's and stuff, so I won't get into that very much. But I hope your 2026 is going. Hopefully, if you're like 2025 was the best year of my life, one, I'm very jealous of you, and two, I hope that energy stays with you until 2026. Like, I'm dead serious. Like, I really, really hope that for you. And spread the energy, like, really. But I haven't gotten up to too much. I'm still on this cat's ear. It will be done eventually. So if you're new here, I am working on another project for a friend. She may or may not know about this channel. I pretty much tell her everything. So I'm not doing the Whip and Chat with that one. So, once I get that kit done, I'm planning on making this my focused whip, and then which means you might see it a little bit more. I don't know if I want to kit anything up. To be honest, like, if I have one whip at a time, I will get stuff done a lot faster. It's just right now I'm working on 2 kits and everything, and I like it sometimes, but other times I'm not that big of a fan of it. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm really kind of looking for a square. Both of the kits right now I'm working on as rounds, and it's kind of taking me out a little bit. Just like a little bit. Just like a tiny bit. And I really liked the last kit, which you can kind of see it up there, which is Montemore. And this was a square. So I was like, okay, I just finished 2. I mean, this was huge, but the other one is a medium size. So I was like, okay, I want to work on a round kit. So I was working on Montemore, and I was like, I want a round. So the only round I had was Lean on Me, which is a discontinued kit, by the way. Anything that you see on my wall has been discontinued by Diamond Art Club, and I'm hoping one of these days I can have a wall of active diamond art would be great. I think that's like my goal for sometime in my life is to have like come on here and be like, yep, that's still on the website. That's not, no, this is all discontinued and this is discontinued. Everything on my wall is discontinued. So I was like, okay, I'll keep Kid Up, Lean on Me. And then for Christmas, no, for my friend's birthday, I was like, why don't I do you a solid and do a diamond art for you? And it was supposed to be a square. That was the plan because she doesn't like doing squares. So I was like, okay, I can do squares. Not a big deal. And then I found the perfect one, and guess what? It's a round. um so yeah, that's where we're at right now. Um yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm liking the paintings I'm working on for my diamond art right now. Um, if you don't, you might not know her, but if you've ever heard of Lizette Crafts and Tells, she's doing a like refresh your stash, and I feel like she called me up and was like, if you had to describe your stash in one word, what would it be? And I would be like ancient. Like, because I have a couple of my other kits that aren't new. I have Under the Stairs by Yume Art. I have Notre Dame at Night. Can't think of what the artist name is for that one. And then I have Krista Bug. I have Sisters of Fate. I think it's the name of that one. And like all really old kids. So, and now I'm like, okay, now if you really think about it, anything we bought in 2024 is kind of outdated because of the, hold on guys. I just got my ears pierced recently and this one ear is just not liking me right now. But technically to me that fits. I every time she has an event or she's like talking about stuff, like she's very flexible and like you do what you need to do and whatever your definition is. So pretty much how I'm looking at refresh your stash is I'm looking at it based off of anything before 2025. So I would like to, for my goal would be to get rid of all my old boxes. That would be my first goal, is just to get everything that is considered an old box, which means the artwork is not printed on the box. And then to work through my ones with the artwork in the box and then get to the ones with the sleeve, which is the newest rendition of Diamond Art Club's boxes to tell you how old the kits are. I'm also doing a no buy. So basically, how I'm playing my no buy is I'm not gonna buy until probably Black Friday. That way, I can make sure my stash is very small again. I am like, if you love a big stash, I love that for you. Like, this is no stash shaming. Like, we don't stash shame anywhere in the diamond art world. Like if you think 10 kids is too small and how do I function? Like, just I function fine, thank you. Um, I live in a 1-bedroom apartment, and that's like that's my nice amount. Like, I would love. I think my thing is I would like some Jaded Gym Shops eventually in my stash. I really like what she does, but one, she's very expensive, and two, my stash is not there yet. I don't. It's too much right now. Um, and my boyfriend is a pilot, and so I don't know what the next couple years is going to look like anyway. So I don't want to have a whole bunch of stuff to have to move. So I'm trying to be as, you know, book, you know, resource. I'm not sure what the word is, but I'm trying to keep everything I own to like a minimum if I can. Now, like I was talking to my boyfriend about this. I'm like, if I run out of kits, then I'm gonna have to buy another one. Like, but I just don't think with how fast I diamond paint, I finished 4 kits. And it's this one right here, this one, and Alice and Starry Night, and A Nightmare Before Christmas one. I can't think of what that one was called. My Hi, okay. So I finished Alice and Starry Night by Jasmine Beckett Griffith, and I started that one on January 4th of 2025, and I finished that for May 25th of 2025. And then I worked on, you can see it, I'm trying to, Something in the Air by Mark Alenti. Start date was 6/01 of 2025. End date was 9/05 of 2025. And that was my second one. And then my third finish was the Stakaris one. Let me see if I can find it. I started this one on January 13th of 2024 and got it done on 11/09 of 2025. And that one, just to give you an idea, was 124 centimeters by 70. The Alice one was 81 centimeters by 41, and Something in the Air was 46 centimeters by 71. And then I've worked on Multimore. Start date, I never put an end date. Oopsie. Start date was 10/10 of 2025, and it was my 4th finish of the year. Have to get that end date, but I think it was definitely in December. So yeah, I started Lean on Me on November 3rd. And then the one I'm doing for my friend, I started December 19th of 2025. So look at my poor book. It's just falling apart. Yeah, but if you ever want me to do a year in review or just because I don't really if you just want me to do a lifetime in review, because that would be a little bit more kits, I can definitely do that. They're all on they've all been framed like this, dry mounted, so they're all on poster board. Minus a few of my small ones that I didn't want to pay the money to get them dry mounted, even though it's not that much money. And I say, like, this is the best way if you're ever like, I need to frame it, but I don't want to spend a lot of money because it's a lot of money to get these kits. Michael's Hobby Lobby does dry mounting for like $11. I think this was my biggest one, and it might have been 20 for me. yeah, it's a really easy way, and that's even if you like want to store them. And they keep the diamonds really well. I've never had any diamonds fall off. I steal my paintings though still. Um, where is 5? Oh, 5. Okay. Sorry guys, I like my diamonds like not organized. I did for my other painting last night. I organized all my diamonds because it gets to be too much, especially with these high color count kits. Which this is not. This is only a 63 count, but it is to me a high color count. That was 11 colors, believe it or not. That one up there, I think was like 40. So I might just sit here real quick, guys, and organize my diamonds, but I found 5. So how I organize my diamonds, if you were curious, is I go, because I have these Elizabeth Ward containers, so I will go biggest first. So, and then I will go to this size next, and then I go to like this size next, and then the small ones. And I'm always at the point where I need to buy even more small ones. I feel like when you get up to like the 40, 50 range, if you can get like a whole bunch of small containers versus having the big ones, because for this painting alone, I only have 2 of these that are active, and I could have probably put this in a smaller container. And then I just go from numerical order for each of them. So 39, 59, and then 1. I'm going to keep 5 out because I know I need 5. And then 9 is not going to fit. Okay. Well, I'm going to start moving these over here. Let me see if any of those. Yeah, like I would be interested. Like, how many of you go? I think I'm weird because most people do it based off of color families, but I'm not color blind, but color families don't work for me, to be honest. 55, so 57. Because brown looks like brown. Like, and that's just kind of my problem. Like, these 2 browns, like, look the same to me, so I'm like, which is great. Like, it's, but I get confused sometimes, like, with colors. I'm like, okay, this looks like this color, and I feel like there's so many colors that Diamond Art Club has to get some of these effects. Like, it's like, why are we using like all these different browns? And I mean, I know it's on purpose. It's just weird. Okay, and then I have um 40. I can tell you guys right now not all this is gonna fit. And that's my problem too with not having enough little ones. Is that I don't have enough room. I don't know. I haven't had these like actually stacked like how they send it for a really long time because I've had these for a while. But I personally would probably not buy anything else. To be honest. Yeah, I mean like not all. Nope, not that. It's not gonna fit. Yeah, it's so weird. Like it looks like the it looks like that. It's okay. Like it's what it is. But I was like, oh, hi. Okay. At least it's a little bit more manageable. I would love if you guys want to. You guys can always talk about like other storage solutions. I've tried the pill. I think they call it like the pillbox one. I wasn't impressed with that. It doesn't work for like it works for those nice little snack size kits. I would prefer never to see those again. I actually gave those to my friend that does diamond art. And she's kind of outgrowing that system. So I'm trying to think of a system for her to be able to use. I'm like, maybe you should just spend a little bit of money and just get a one. Because I love these containers. Like, they fit. Of course, I never have the luck, I guess, to get them to fit in the container. That's just my luck, but some people like the where you screw on and off. I don't like those either. I don't like the concept of them. But I am more organized now. And then I finished. I've been playing a lot more video games recently. One of my goals is to kind of balance my hobbies. I have 3, almost 4 like major hobbies. So my main one is reading, and then diamond art, and then video games, and then I like writing, but I need to be like in the mindset and I want to write more um and edit some of my stuff, but I'm just my job right now is just it drains me. Like I leave the job and I'm just completely and totally drained. Um I get to work from home, but it's not it's hard. It's a hard mental load constantly. I feel like I work in a call center, and like I am I am the complaint line, but sometimes it's like they'll complain about, you know, like our website or something, and it's like I've sent the request for them to fix it like 20 times, and then it's like I would love to say like I'll put this request in and it will like make a difference, and then it just doesn't always make that difference. Um and that's kind of where I'm at with this job right now, where I just think I need a new one and I need it to be something completely and totally different. Still work from home because of my health issues. I get massive migraines. So working in an office is not the best for me. And I guess they've changed the lighting recently in offices to make it even worse. So I'm not 110% encouraged to go back to the office. Unless I could find some place that I could have like my own space where I could control the lighting, control everything. Um and like would pay me halfway decently, I would get over my fear of driving. I have major driving anxiety. And I do know how to drive. It's not that I don't know how to, it's that I get very anxious when I'm on the road. Um, I was in 2 car accidents, and like I don't want to call it a hit and run, but somebody ran me over with a car. And then um and then I was in 2 car accidents. So neither my fault, by the way. Let's just make that really clear right now, not my fault. Um So driving to me is just not comfy. Um, I sometimes can't even be in the car like when my boyfriend's driving or I have a friend that drives. Sometimes I even get panicky with that. So being behind the wheel is not good for me too. So there's a lot of reasons why I work from home. And it's not the reasons what a lot of people think people work at home for. Like, I'm like, like, if you want to take care of your kids and you want to work from home and your job is, like, you're getting your job done, nothing's going on, like, I don't care. Um, but there's definitely this notion of people that work from home and like they don't get their work done. And I think that's why we went back into the office, because people were thinking we weren't getting work done, which actually wasn't the case. A lot more people are actually getting more work done because we're less distracted. Um, because I'm here by myself most of the time, so I mean, as much as like I would love to do my YouTube stuff all day. Um, working doesn't bug me too much, but it's just the whole concept that like I go in, I get yelled at all day, and it's just not the best, guys. Not the best. X. big one. Yeah, but if you work in a call center and you feel the same feels, like you're not alone. I think there's a lot more people that can relate to a lot of what I'm talking about, because it's like I feel like it doesn't matter what call center you work at, like you're always gonna run into the people that you just cannot make happy. No matter what you do, no matter how much you say, no matter how calm you are, um, like you're going to there's just gonna be people that are just not gonna like you, and you just have to get through the call. And that's what I'm learning with in general. I've worked at 3 call centers. Um, my second call center job, I really like out of the all of them that I've worked for, I think was the fairest when it came to like attendance, adherence, um, getting off the phone work done, which I didn't have a lot at that job. It was mostly working as a student loans. I'm not gonna say which one because that could be bad, but yeah, I worked there for a while, and then yeah, I was told that I got laid off, and then I came to this job that I have now, and I'm trying my best. Is all I can say is I'm trying my best. It comes and it goes. Like I try to be as nice as possible, but I work with a bunch of seniors that my voice is pretty low. In general, now when I get really excited, like it gets really loud and stuff. That's why I have my mic. I don't have my mic attached to me. It's pretty close to like us talking here, but like when I get really excited about something, like I'll get really loud. But other than that, I'm a pretty low speaker. And they just cannot hear me, and I'm just like you know, you called me. I didn't call you. And if you can avoid it, like stay away from outbound. Outbound is probably the worst. I did that for 2 jobs, and I'm like, nope, not doing that again. Because I don't like the feeling like you're intruding and they get really mad about it. I'm just like, I'm just trying to inform you about this one thing, and then they think you're spam because of course you are, and I'm just like, you know what? Like no, thank you. I would rather you just call in, tell me what the problem is, and then next call. Um, yeah, at least my work computer is working a little bit better. I haven't had any problems yet with it. I worked New Year's Day and Eve, and it didn't go down, so yay. New Year's Eve was extremely busy. New Year's Day we were very slow. Um, his ear is almost done, guys. I think I'll probably try to finish his ear, and then probably let you guys go. I don't know if I have any Swiftie. Like, I don't know if you're a Swiftie, my 3rd subscriber. But I've been trying to get motivated to watch her documentary series. Um, Obviously, like you can tell, like I like Taylor Swift, but I don't know. I just have to be really into wanting to know your backstory to want to watch a docu series. Um, there's actually another one about Ed Sheeran that I'm kind of interested in. I love Ed Sheeran. I think like I love his essence, like what he like seems like he's like. I think he's just very uh very go getting, very like goes with the flow and everything. I actually went to a concert of his and we were probably pretty rained out and I was like sitting there cuz I've I wanted to see a concert of him for years. I've been a fan of Ed Sheeran since he came out with Team A. Team A or what was Edition? I think was his first one. um, but before he got like really popular, um, I fell in love with his music, so I finally got to go see him, and yeah, it would not stop raining. And then when it finally stopped raining, he comes out. I'm like, okay, we're gonna get like probably half of a concert. We're not gonna get the full thing because it was really late. And he actually did the whole show, and I was really, really excited about it. So that gave me like a really good vibe, like of his like you know of what type of person he is. If he's like, no, these people came paying money. I don't know how I got so lucky. Like good advice if you're into concerts is to follow artists on Spotify, and sometimes you can get really good deals. Because I got really good deals on that particular concert. Because I follow him on Spotify. Um, yeah, but I was really excited. I got to see him. And that was I don't think it was like the best concert. Um, maybe it was my best concert that I've ever went to. But I've also seen My Chemical Romance, and that was good too. I live in Colorado, by the way, so seeing a concert here is really, really difficult for the singers that come and are not prepared for it. So I've had that where like you'll go to a concert and it will take them, you can tell that they were not prepared for the altitude. And that is completely fine. Like altitude sickness is a thing. Just know if you're ever seeing a concert in Colorado, um yeah, it's you hope for the best at that point. Where is Jay? Oh, I don't know where Jay is, guys. It's probably a really small one, and I'm just missing it. Jay, right there. It's only like one little area. Like it's just one. But how I usually go about like confetti is I'll look for like the smallest sections, so like the 1 to 2 section diamonds. And then I'll go to like the next big. Like I'll just go up from there. Because usually don't know if I'm like, because this is like my diamond painting I chat with you guys with, so I'm like, I'm missing things. I'm missing spots that I probably wouldn't normally, but that's okay, guys. And yeah, so it's an experience. I haven't really gone to concerts in too many other states. I would love to. I would love to. Another band I really like is Blue October, and I would love to go to Texas to go see them because that's their home state. And I guess it's a really big deal down there. But yeah, they have like their own festival down there, and I would love to go see them in Texas. Um, yeah, Broadway people, on the other hand, do not have that issue, and I'm like, what do you guys put in your water, and can you share with these artists because they just my family like we would go to a Broadway show at least one time a year. Um, it's just way too expensive, and I don't live in a state where you know, we get the traveling, which is it can be a flip coin. Like it can be a really, really good performance, or it can be a really, really bad performance. And I'm kind of to the point where I'm like, I only want to see a couple. I would love to see The Great Gatsby live. I think that would be a really good show. And Les Miserables and Miss Saigon. Um, but I'm sorry, guys. I don't have much going on like during the week, so I'll just probably be like these Wip and Chats might be a little bit rambly just because of the factor that I pretty much just work. um, and kind of if you're new here, I think I've kind of explained it. This is just as much as I would love to grow this channel to, 20, 30,000 people or even like 1,000 people watching a week. Is as much as this is just for me to kind of be myself on the internet and not feel too criticized. And my other channel, which is Sonia Spires, which is my legal name, guys. It I talk about like books and other media, and it's a complete review channel. So it doesn't give me the flexibility to just kind of chit chat and sit down and be myself as much as I'm like, okay, like if I hate a book or like a book, like you're gonna know about it, but it's a little bit different than sitting here and just talking your ear off for an hour. But that you're gonna get probably a couple. I it's gonna be probably a lot more about diamond painting. But yeah, when it comes to life stuff, I don't go out too much. Unfortunately, with my migraines, I pretty much just hype myself up for the next event that I really need to go to. So last year, my friends were getting married. I had a couple friends getting married, and then we went to a Metallica concert, which was actually really good. I had a good time. But some days it's like it's just about making it through, and that's kind of how my summer was last year. Was just like making it through like work and and the events I had to like be outside for. Like I would not touch the outdoors if I didn't have to. Because I was just not doing well. I'm feeling a little bit better now. Um, but I'm still not fantastic. I finally was able to get my hair done. And that's a big deal. If you suffer from chronic migraines, and I might be the only person that can't get a haircut. I have to hype myself up so much to get a haircut. And my hairdresser's so sweet. Like she understands like it's a lot for me to get that haircut. And she says I always take so good care of my hair, which is super sweet because I'm trying. I don't want to go like a year without getting a haircut, but it's like at the same time, it's like you sit there and you're like, I'm in pain. I don't want to go get the haircut. It's like you're a 2-year old and like and having to go do something. It feels like sometimes. And yeah, so she's really cool about I keep up with my hair. It's not severely damaged. Like I wish I could put it in more things. I wish I could like learn how to braid and stuff, but based off of like kind of where I'm at right now, a ponytail is fine. But anyway, I finished his ear, so we're gonna kind of finish up. So what I'm playing, what I'm reading, what I'm watching and what I'm listening to. I'm playing Trails in the Sky right now, first chapter. I really love that game. Um, the ch- there was one portion that I was like, okay, this is a little too long, but overall, it's been a really, really good game. And then what I am watching is everybody's end of the year content, pretty much. I'm like, I'm like waiting to get to a point where I'm like, okay, YouTube is boring again. I'll watch some of the things I need to watch. And it just keeps on being fire, which thank you. Thank you to all the creators that just take the time and put up content. Like it's very like I get excited every time I see like certain people with their videos. Like it just makes my day. And I hope I can do the same thing for you guys. Like I hope that you see me and then you're excited about, what I'm up to, which is usually just me jabbing. Not jabbing. Jibby jabbing is more of what I meant to say. Um, but and this is why I like the YouTube community so much because it does, like, you fall in love with, like, the people that you watch and you get excited about their content. And it's fantastic. It's a fantastic, like, stress relief, too. Um, Even creating content is a stress relief for me. I don't edit very much of my videos at all, which you'll notice. I was trying to, and then I don't think I'm there yet with my content to know how I want my content to be. So if you ever have any feedback about how these Wip and Chats go, if you would like to be more of an overview of the kit and seeing the kit more. I know a lot of people don't care what's on their screen and use this as a podcast, which is more of what I do. I'm like, as long as you tell me what the kit is and you give me a picture, like I will probably ignore the screen for the rest of the video, to be honest. Sorry, guys. I was trying to pause the video and then I sneezed. So just let me know. And then what I'm reading is Zodiac Academy. I'm on that bandwagon again. I have mixed feelings about those books. If you've ever read them and you like them, hate them, like I'm in both camps. Like they're a good time for a certain, like if I'm feeling like low and I just need a pick me up, perfect series. If I want something serious and something thought provoking, not the perfect series. And that's just kind of how I personally look at those books. And I really want to start a Storm of Swords here soon. Like, I need to get it started. I don't need to get it done this month. I would love to, so I can get on to the 4th book and the 5th book and be done with Game of Thrones by March. But I would like to at least get it started. And then what I'm listening to, I'm listening to my most replayed songs. A lot of it is Epic. Epic was a big thing last year, and I think it's going to go into this year. Unless he brings out, I don't know what he's calling it, but he's bringing out an Iliad. So if that's as good as Epic, like that will probably be my 2026 or 2027. But right now it's just Epic, mostly. And then some of the Showgirl stuff, it's growing on me. It's not my favorite album is Midnight's. It will probably always be my favorite unless she goes kind of backwards. I felt like Showgirl was fun, but I just didn't feel like, no offense to her, I didn't feel like the essence. Because I really felt like with Folklore and Evermore, I really felt like she was going more adult, and then it's Showgirl is I don't know. But anyways, like and subscribe. Thank you again if you make it this far. Thank you again for the 1 subscribe. And I will see you guys all in the next one. Bye!